Oh, no, I am not good at video games.
Oh, I mean, you don't have to be good on video games to play on this. Yeah. Welcome back to another Beach Things Thursday, our Thursday stream. That is also got some couch co-op in the I Create lab. I am, as per the usual, Dr. Jared Wahey, he, him, his. I'm going to move this mic to a little bit more centrally located position because we have several special guest stars today. Who are you? Yeah, you can just talk. This mic is great.
Oh, okay. Hi, Jane Marie. TMSCC English alumni.
Yup.
Pronouns she, her, hers.
Fabulous. And what's your current position in?
I am a grant writing associate for the Office of Research Development in Research and Innovation.
Fabulous. We also have in human form and not in chat form.
Real name is Brittany Maxey, she, her, hers as well, but you might recognize my gamer tag as Blay_Starker. Hi.
We love it. Welcome, welcome. We're hanging out in the I Create lab. There's also some really cool stuff happening in the TMOCC library, second floor. A bunch of our MFA students are showcasing their work, including feminist critiques of the body and violent aesthetics, and also clowns, which I'm less compelled by and more horrified by.
Those are two violent aesthetics.
It's they clash.
I want a mug though.
Oh no.
Are you mugs?
No, I don't want to drink out of a clown head.
Oh no,
I
seriously,
can't
I collect mugs to like
look
view.
at.
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay, but still, I don't want to. That's some haunted.
That's a speaking piece for sure.
Yeah.
Right? A conversation starter.
Absolutely. Conversation ender for some.
Maybe that's my goal.
It's solid. So we're picking back up. I'm gonna pass that controller
One of us
off.
is going to.
Oh, I mean, I think it's definitely Brittany.
I've got devices. I
you've got
was
devices.
going to follow stream.
Oh,
and
that's also
chat
fine.
room
That is
here.
great.
Okay.
We love to see
So-
it.
Brittany's our admin for today.
Where's Grace, our pilot? Looking at aesthetics.
Oh man. Oh yeah, we'll make Grace come back. I think Grace has been the best pilot.
I think Grace has been the best pilot, coupled with feedback from Murph, who is not working tonight. But they are a physicist, and to think about this game in physics is wild. Tuesday, we had special guest stars Dr. Inahosa,
I saw it.
and then also, surprisingly, Dr. Aleda Cantu Lee, the director of DLAI.
Okay.
It's just like, oh, work. This is what we're doing. We just have like the new assistant dean of diversity and belonging and the entire director of distance learning, education and innovation. Wild, truly wild.
Just popping in to say hi.
Just casually popping in.
Yeah.
Okay, we made a delivery here. I guess we should pick a delivery back. To get it to the Timefall farm. Oh, this is horrible. I hate this. We should do this mission because it's great. And then we'll... Oh, no, that's just actually like a lot of cargo.
I guess I am in two places at once. I am both online on the chat and here in person,
We love to see it.
right?
Thank you for that. Oh, we need... I know it's the end of the semester and we're all dying. The thing that is preventing official affiliate status, we are at like 2.97 sustained viewers instead of 3 sustained viewers. So our like follower count went up, but our viewer count went down. And trying to navigate that in a 30-day period is truly wild. Also, I hate that I have, I don't know, gamified my service work this semester.
I love that though.
Great, thank you.
Well, we need QR codes,
We need QR codes and stickers,
right?
right?
I mean,
Everywhere.
Is that the thing? I mean, we are in the thing. I'm gonna
I
pay.
create people.
How do I commission Grace to make stickers?
It's a fairly large structure,
So we have access to making more structures. Our like world has opened up.
once complete, it's pretty much identical to a private room.
I think we saw one of these last stream popping in. Oh, and a floating carrier.
Chiral crystals keep it suspended in midair.
The character that's narrating this to us, her name is Mama.
You can load one up with cargo.
It's
No.
she has a twin,
If
but she's also
can hook it up to another.
Reproduction gets real weird, which again convinces me that Kojima can't write women outside of very particular limited roles.
Make sure you have enough to get rid of
Being
the-
terrified.
I mean, in that position already.
It's interesting to think, like, the male Japanese person writing female coding, because I read a lot of Japanese books, translated, of course. But I feel bad I can't think of her name, but I was reading a whole bunch of, like, suspense drama fiction from this one female author, and it's the total opposite, like where women do the most horrific things you could think possible, with very little fear. Like, they have been so ostracized and repressed that even things like taking apart bodies is not anywhere near as terrifying as their reality to them. So they're just so cold about it, versus, you know, maybe the male perspective of just women are scared all the time.
Right. Uh-oh, what if violence desensitizes you and preps you to do
Big violence.
bigger violence? Yeah.
Right? I mean, I guess the only male I know who got that right is Miki Takashi.
We're gonna put on this floating carrier. Oh, why do I have two? You know, it's fine.
So it's a drone.
It's a little tractor cart that follows you and hooks you up.
It's like a little friend.
So attach the carrier, and then all of this
Oh my god, I love it.
can live in this while
Is it on a leash?
it's on a little strap.
Oh my goodness.
Like I
It's
said, a friend.
kind of cute.
It's very cute.
Technology is your friend.
It is better than a Neopet.
It,
Oh my gosh.
I don't have to feed this one. And it's just as loyal.
okay, I think all of this will fit on the cart. Yeah, we're at 240 out of 300. It's
And
it's
even
pushing it
how,
a
like,
little
the
bit.
stuff built up makes it look a little, like, body-ish.
You should name it.
Well, sign off in chat. What are we
I have to
naming?
name it. Like, oh my god, look at, no, I feel so much
It's
humanity
It's
already.
But I mean, I don't know. It's still the thick bots that hum while they walk is my techno empathy here.
Oh my goodness, look at it. It's so cute. And the baby's already whining. Oh my goodness. Like,
I mean-
put the baby on the carrier.
No, it's got to stay close to the heart.
Babies.
I didn't realize that the baby comes from the controller.
Oh no, it comes entirely out. So literally, one of the taglines for this game is right. The future is in your hands, and so if we are
Oh,
my goodness.
putting
I see what
pressure,
you did there.
yeah. So right, Lee Edelman will tell us that reproductive futurism is a violent coercive process wherein all of the imagined possibilities about the social must be organized around the capital C child, because all politics forever is built around straightness and hetero reproduction. Oops. That's the exact right face to me. Edelman says fuck that and fuck the child, is his particular quote from No Future. So, big fan.
As someone who figured out very early that they did not want to use their body to produce other bodies, yeah, I feel that
Click your PCC
very
and
deeply.
select Safe House.
Have you read, it is Sophie Lewis's Full Surrogacy Now.
No.
When is this from? 2018 maybe? She's a French theorist. Her idea about the body is that the thing that's gonna liberate us all from gender is surrogacy. That nobody should have to carry a baby in their body if they need to.
If you don't have one, go out and get some and deliver them to the safe house.
And yeah.
So actually, does she mean non non-human body? Like,
Unfortunately, she doesn't mean non-human. She sometimes means non-human bodies. She sometimes means, like, what does it look
surrogacy
like?
is a very specific, another human has
Yeah.
to do that labor for you, and that's already going back to wet nurse issues.
Yep. And it also, right, in a global economy, reproduces third world hierarchies in
Yeah.
the sense that often it is Indian women and women from the Middle East who get employed, or Southeast Asia who get employed. Oh no!
There goes the wire.
The wire snapped. Who get employed in surrogacy work.
I got it.
Ooh, technology's coming in. Oh no! Okay,
Oh,
our child?
it's stuck in the construction. The child we wanted.
The child we signed up for and made.
Is it broken?
We just can't. Oh, we can like push it out. I'm not going to say that again. Am I going to say that again?
I mean, again, it's the one we want. So,
Come on.
willing
Come on.
labor then.
Come on. There we are. Hi, glitch. Delete it, glitch. All right. Do we have to actually build this to get credit for it, or what is this order? Construct safe house. Yes. Okay. So we have to actually. Ugh. I'm gonna attach this carrier real quick. Go back in, see what we need.
It's over there. They would be at the end of the table where I was sitting.
Said I was gonna watch the chat room, and then I didn't do the chat room.
Right.
I'm on it. I'm on it. Because I see we have multiple
have folks.
viewers, so you can say hi.
Special alloys. Are those special alloys? Is this the thing that we need? Yes. No. Son of a. Come here.
J. Marie, what are we gonna name it?
I mean, I'm fond of Billy here.
Billy.
Again? Oh man.
Aw,
Spiffy.
Spiffy. I have not heard the word spiffy in a really long time.
I like it a lot.
That is very borderline Gen X-y right there.
Uh-huh.
If we're gonna date, slang.
Oh man. Okay. Nope.
There goes the wire.
This is not.
Oh, is it stuck in the construction zone? Like it cannot.
Come on.
Okay, a good thing we didn't like get super attached to a name because that's
We've got several.
the first rule.
The first rule of carrier use.
Boomer. It's Dr. E.
Yes,
like
it is
Dr.
Dr. Etheridge.
It is?
Yes.
Okay. I was going to say Dr. E as in Dr. Etheridge because the name wasn't coming across for me. Hi, Dr. E. It's Brittany. How are you?
Are you in your office? What is your life? All right, complete structure. That can go.
Oh, we're
That
up to
can go.
5. Okay, did you... I don't believe in it, but maybe is this a case of digital manifestation? Because
yeah.
we have 5 people watching. Like, I guess I'm cheating technically here, but maybe that's what we
that's
have
not
to
I
do.
can cheat too.
Cheat, please. Yes.
I mean,
If I open my laptop, will it count as 2 or just 1?
oh, it might count as 2. I mean, honestly, we should just
I
open.
don't know.
It should.
Waiting for class.
Son of a.
Oh.
Okay,
Just
hold on.
my
Hands.
Oh, and see, you upset the baby.
I have upset our. Oh, how do I do you? What is this? Check on BB. So you have to actually like take it out, Jingery,
What?
and you shake it to soothe it.
So you disconnect it. Like, are the connections part of its like care, or is all the care? Like, if you accidentally left it unhooked there, would it maybe be rescuable?
It is attached to our suit in order to turn it into a tool. And then outside, and then like when it gets detached, it's like not useful to us, but we provide it care and sustenance, right? Like it's wild and unfortunate.
No, I don't like it.
I still love it. I don't know. Because I played this game in its entirety, I stand our BB.
Does the baby have a name?
Oh, it does. It gets a name.
Oh, it does get named.
So like a canon.
Spoiler alert. It gets a canon name. Right now it is just BB, Bridge
BB,
Baby.
okay.
Does it get a last name?
I mean, I guess Porter Bridges, because that is Sam's last name.
So Sam names the baby.
Sam does name the baby.
Oh, Sam, you're mistaking. No, we don't name the pets. We don't name the tools that can accidentally get stuck.
We only name the carriers.
Right?
The energy in the iCreate lab tonight is also fabulous. They're playing dominoes, and like I just
You're
no.
Good.
Ambiance.
I mean, I think it's fabulous, and I think the world. Okay, yeah, that's just never going to get out of that construction zone. We got to collect a few more crystals in order to get this up to full. How is everybody's semester ending up? We are on the grind in this game. Folks are on the grind in real life.
Pistachio.
That's
Rest in
me.
I
peace,
do like the
Vicky.
name
Oh,
change.
yeah, that is really
It's
good.
from my cat.
Oh.
So my cat's name is Poem,
Uh-huh.
like a poem.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I'm thinking about streaming in my free time,
I mean,
and I didn't want it connected to
Your name.
yeah, so I thought Pistachio.
Oh man, I have such like a weirdness about
Yeah.
the like having a different name because I've been using the same user handle
Yes.
for everything since I was about 12. Like early internet archiving 12 has been Blaze Darker my entire life. So it's very hard for me to like disconnect because I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
but I need professionalism, and I'm like, you know what? Why not? If Prince can be Prince, why can't I just be
I mean, if Prince can be Prince.
have my own alter ego name for the vast majority of my life, right?
I mean, one of the things that, yeah, I think this is really interesting conversation to talk about, like, labor, but also, like, digital footprints and
Yeah.
documenting labor, right? That, like, I'm streaming for the English department on a thing I created to do service work, right? Jay Wahey, but I'm still sort of, right, like, I have not changed the title of this to, like, English department
Yeah.
Twitch at like twitch.tv/TimUCC English,
Right.
right? And part of me is like, I don't know, I'm a little possessive of this thing because like the hours that I have and we have collectively sort of right sunk into this sort of is like, well no, I need this kind of documented because I can't put a Twitch channel in my tenure binder, but
not?
also I mean I guess I don't know, right? We are living in
You
a
should be able to.
It could definitely go on a CV.
I think, yeah,
Like all the streams I did with you for the
Absolutely.
for, women's gender sexuality studies, I put those on my CV, and I love telling people that I did it. I was like, did
Yeah.
you see my Twitch streams that are on my CV?
I mean, I bragged about them in your letter of reference to talk about like public-facing
amazing.
academia and right like engagement. So I think it's useful. The students in the iCreate lab, like I send them clips of things to be like, hey, here's this cool thing you said on chat. Also, make sure you put this on your resume so that
for
like
sure.
it's got, I think, high impact like learning or sort of right like experiential learning components to this thing,
Yeah.
which makes it cool and I think fundable, and I don't know, folks should be invested in this thing. But yeah, again, like how do you name it? What do you name it? How do things get documented, archived, and stored? It's almost like we might talk about this in a digital content design and management way in the future.
Those classes sound so cool. I have so much FOMO leaving
I know.
university.
Same.
Like so
Fly
hard.
free. No, fly free. but also keep us in mind. Because I think, right, one of the cool things that I also hype about this, I have to submit a document to the dean at the end of the semester for, right, like, thanks for giving me a course release to do digital content production and social strategy stuffs. But one of the things I'm going to say is, like, there is real benefit to connecting current students to recent alum, and not in like the donor capability, but in the keeping showing TAMUCC undergrad the next generation, the type of places that we go.
I don't know who did it, but someone hyped me up to Dr. Zeman, and now I'm okay.
You're both.
Okay.
Do you want to talk about that? You're going to Dr. Zeman's intro course, right?
Yeah. So on Tuesday, next Tuesday, we'll be going to the Intro to Literary Studies course that Dr. Zeman's currently teaching this semester, to talk about post-graduation, our experience in the program, which is something I'm very proud of. Every time I've accidentally, quote-unquote, accidentally convinced a student to change their major to English, because, you just see they could do so much more with it, like go, run, get into English fields. But yeah, so we get to go hang out with that class. We're kind of running it as a little panel, which is exciting.
Yeah.
I love talking about my experience at AUCC. It was everything I didn't expect. It caught me off guard really hard, especially coming from this area where I came here because it was the only option at the time. And then it ended up being the most amazing thing I could have done.
I transferred here on a whim. I was at another university. Was not doing well. My sister was doing her.
I love whims.
Yeah, my sister was doing her senior pictures here, and then my mom was just on the TAMUCC website. I was like, "Oh, hey, Jean Marie, they have a writing studies program. You should check it out." And shit hit the fan at my other university. I was like, "You know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna apply." And so I applied and I got in, and I still say to this day it is the best decision that I made in my life so far.
I mean, we love writing. I mean, this is all so good to hear. I'm just going to send this also to Alumni Affairs and Lawrence on those, but I've been here 4 years. This is the end of my 4th year. I'm a senior, I guess. I don't know. But it's so interesting trying to explain to my colleagues at other institutions that this English department and this campus at times feels like a liberal arts college, and I don't know if that's just how immersed I am in CLA, but it just feels like we are not tied to canon. Course rotation and course offerings are pretty diverse and weirdly synergistic at the same time. So it's not like everybody's in a silo, but we are building on.
I'm always hinting. I'm like, it's like you guys planned this.
Yeah, but
the crossover, it's so good.
And I think we need to just figure out a way to make that visible and map that out for students on the outside, for students who are just stumbling across our website.
That sounds like a fantastic project for the digital writing.
I mean,
end of year project. Here
honestly,
we come.
Yeah. How do we just? I'm just going to steal Dr. Andrews' capstone students and make them actually draft that in the back end.
Oh, that would be amazing, though. And I have this weird relationship to thinking about university status, especially moving on to a master's program where the investment is shared between you and your university.
Yep.
They are
making an investment
They
in
are
you.
training you to produce content for them in a academic way. So why aren't we necessarily utilizing, or at least preparing that in some of the undergraduate, right? Our work gets reused for sure, because we have the Windward Review where we get to revisit our work and see it, and then we can portfolio it, and then the school can also use it. So I don't know, something about thinking about the capstone projects in our own departments that could help build forward is interesting, because the engineering department does that.
The engineering department does that. Common Media does that with the film productions and everything that is happening there. Graphic design gets real world industry connections. So I think like some of the ways, for instance, Dr. Etheridge's grant writing classes have that there, but I think the new opportunities in our social media certificate, I think
Wait,
some
that's a thing now?
we are yes, this is a thing that is real. So
The FOMO is
We have
so
a-
real. Like, can I
Every time
crash
I
course
see-
a secondary like degree certificate?
We have to pay to audit, don't we?
that's a question beyond my pay grade, but I love it.
We'll talk about that off microphone maybe. Like
Yeah.
what's not a Zoom link? What?
Right, what? But I love the direction that y'all are pointing to, because I think that, speaks to how I think it speaks to that thing that folks in the liberal arts are constantly having to do, which is like, oh, well, why does your thing matter? It's like, well, for all of these reasons and more. And then if you create an economy of visibility and support that recycles, rebroadcasts, and sort of highlights student work and student intervention at the undergraduate and graduate level, then that just creates more visibility and a sort of very different optics. Y'all, I don't want to make it this delivery to this Timeful farm. It's so far, and I know what's coming, and I don't like it.
Oh, scary things. Yes, please.
Okay.
Give me the scary things.
Part of me just do I? Okay, we are just
We're gonna go for a very long, scary walk
with our
with our cute little thing we haven't named. Can we just name it Spiffy?
Spiffy. You know what? Done. It's Spiffy 2.0.
Alright, here we go. This is Spiffy.
What up, Spiff?
Oh, it's so cute.
I also can't stop myself from collecting these ceramics for future roads. So that's
Very human.
I mean, it's not ceramic mugs that are maybe clowns.
Yeah.
Oh, we need a charging station soon. Let's go take a quick rest in our safe house that we built.
The safe house where we got stuck at? Where Spiffy got stuck?
Spiffy's back.
The Spiffy graveyard.
Spiffy, no. Spiffy is not the beach thing.
Just visiting our dead Spiffies in the past.
Just incredible. It's like the scene in The Lion King of just the elephant graveyard, except it's like the Spiffy graveyard. I mean, I don't know. The iCreate team names technology, right?
Oh, I name my
Do y'all name
devices.
tech here? Do you have like a name for your 3D printer? You name artifacts.
Printer 1.
Oh, no, we need to work on
Okay.
this.
Spiffy?
You need to humanize it. Like, let's anthropomorphize.
Yes,
Can you put it
please.
like googly
I
eyes
don't,
on
I
it?
don't think that's a good idea because then we have to get rid of its sentimental attachment to it.
Got it. Yeah.
Which might
maybe if you were braver.
get you to want to fix it and take care of it longer, like really baby it, right? Like,
And they're already on the list.
Yeah, those are already gone. Don't name those.
oh my
Okay.
goodness.
Name the
Okay.
new ones for sure.
Oh wow. Okay.
The ones that we have right now are throwing a hissy fit because I heard they were gone.
I
Oh,
mean,
wow,
that
yeah.
makes sense. That's a real thing that things do. I name all of my devices. So right now, I just got an iPad. I got
Which it asks you to name it.
right.
It does?
Well, I mean, like your technology is like
you put
Brittany's iPad or
Right,
like
right.
Jared's phone,
So you
right?
can name all your things. So all of my vehicles have been named after droids.
Solid.
But
Very
all of my
nice.
devices, which is, the funny, right, is I named them after spaceships. And-
What is this device?
Okay, so the
Rocinante.
iPad has not gotten a name yet, but the thing I'm most proud of is, okay, so my phone is Red 5, right? Luke Skywalker's X-Wing.
Absolutely.
My Apple Watch, I'm that person, is the Capsule Corp from Dragon Ball Z.
Yes.
My laptop is the TARDIS.
Great.
And then I got a Mac, an iMac for my graduation gift, which was fantastic because I got to write my last few papers on it, and it was game changing.
Nice.
But I felt so smart. I named that thing Medina Station
Very nice.
because all of my devices dock to
Do it. Oh, great.
It was so good. It was so good. And I also have a Kindle that's the Rosinante, which now I'm like, oh, that could have been my iPad, but so now I have to. I'm thinking Bebop. I'm
Classic.
thinking Bebop, right? Yeah.
I also like the range of references that we've got here.
It goes far.
And what I'm also, I don't know, if I could... We've spent some time theorizing this game in terms of connections and intimacies, and the thing that I guess I forgot, or the thing that has not really emerged until just now, is that, like, we have relationships to material things and develop affective, emotional attachments
totally.
to inanimate objects.
I have more affection for my inanimate objects than I do less people. I can rely on
Yes.
this, right? Like the consistency is there.
People are the real problem machines.
I feel like we haven't had music in a while.
Well, it comes at these sort of cinematic
happy,
moments,
yeah.
right? Where it's like, we've opened up into a new place, a bit of a new terrain, you are overburdened, and it sort of like gives you a moment and says, I'm leaving. Come on, Spiffy.
Can you upgrade Spiffy?
Spiffy stays the same, but we get a lot of vehicles. You could ride Spiffy
That'd be really cool.
down hills. You sort of can skateboard and surf.
Oh my goodness.
But I think it's a really cool... I have in the back of my brain Keenan LaRiviere. Do you know him? He's a current undergrad working in Dr. Chris Bird's lab, but is also a creative writer and spends a lot of time thinking about sort of South Texas coastal ecologies and like how mangrove trees in the coastlands teaches us about like intimacy and sociality, and I'm like, that's so cool.
Did they do the CLA?
Yes.
Because I feel
Yes.
I feel like I read something about that, and unfortunately I didn't get a log into the CLA stuff going on. But yeah, I remember reading the mangrove relation thing, which was really interesting.
It's so interesting. So I was like,
Careful.
hi, no, that's... Welcome. What are you working on? We're on the internet. Do you want to share what you're working on the internet?
You're going into the CNC room, so I'm immediately interested.
Oh, I always cut little projects and I make them.
Do you mind sharing what you're going to cut?
Sure, I'm gonna cut. It's for a sorority.
Yes, great.
So it's like their
The letters?
their symbol and then their
Yeah.
letters, their big letters.
Fantastic.
And then I'm gonna.
Have fun.
Nice. Very cool.
Creation!
I am so jealous of the CNC router. When I was a professional auto tech, I did not dabble as much with like the building of subwoofer boxes. I did some of it, but like I had to do everything hand router. So I didn't have like access to CNC because that's expensive, fancy technology for small businesses. But the CNC dreams were big. Just seeing what everyone else was doing with them was so cool. And so like knowing that we've got that here, that you could just walk in and play with the CNC, like, oh, so amazing.
You could just walk in and play with the CNC!
Right? Like, that doesn't have a name.
Well, we can't make the others jealous. Grace, if you got to name that piece of technology, what would you name it? Grace, Blythe Tucker.
What?
In human form.
Oh my gosh, I feel like I'm meeting a celebrity.
The celebrities
The feeling is
behind the
mutual.
controller, like, totally different.
I'm not sure that option works better. We've just created an absolute obstacle course in the iCreate lab whenever we set up the stream.
We create
so
obstacles.
here's the problem. They have a truck, and we are burdened by everything. Yeah, I am Dr. Jared Wahey from the English department, and English.
Okay.
And so we play games every Tuesday, Thursday night in here and stream it on twitch.tv. Yeah.
So you're with the English department, so I'm Andrea Griffin. I am the instructional designer assigned to your college.
Oh yeah. Nice to officially meet. Making connections.
Right? That's what this was.
This is what this is all about.
This game is about.
I mean, that is also thematically about this game. We are going to get chased down by a truck, and I'm not ready for this, and I don't like it. and I'm feeling very stressed out.
Okay, that number grew, and it's not just me and you, like, buffing that at all.
Oh, okay. No.
Oh, that was a scary yell. Oh, is this what we were worried about?
This is entirely what I'm worried about.
Oh, man. You were not the sneakiest at all. Like, that is...
I mean, that's not my playstyle.
That's been established. I'm not either. I'm a run and gun player for sure. It's not how you should live life. But
it's also not how this game was like designed. Like this game does not reward you for doing that. Oh god.
And I feel like that's been the game role-playing mode more recently, right?
Yeah.
Because like our Survivor 4 changed into resource limited management for survival.
Absolutely.
Like when Resident Evil made that bigger change for it, that was fun. And then Last of Us just took it over the top.
Yes. Oh my gosh.
Which was just too much fun.
Okay, I don't think they can go past these. That's our delivery place over in the distance. This is not great. Okay. I don't like that they have a truck, and I don't have a truck.
You want to know what we do have?
We've got moral support.
Spiffy.
We've got Spiffy, that's true. Oh god, we have to protect Spiffy. Now I'm like worried about my own body, the baby, absolutely not. Worried about Spiffy? Yes. Look at poor Spiffy.
Look at poor Spiffy.
Oh, protect Spiffy.
If you're gonna have stickers made, you should have one of
Spiffy. I do like this a lot.
Oh man. And the little red peripheral, watch out.
Yeah.
I mean, the game design is just to make you super stressed. We are probably going to run out of batteries on the way. We're gonna need where's that hot spring
did
again?
we not do the rest recharge?
We did.
Okay.
This exoskeleton is.
Oh yeah, it's mad.
Which? Oh, I think we're fine. Okay. Drink some gamer fuel.
I love the meta-ness of that gamer fuel getting put in there.
It's so right. Like, sure, we need a sponsor. It's Monster. Folks have just come in with
Party hat.
clown hats. It's the clown hat.
Yeah, it's the clown hat. I think there was like a photo moment going on.
Very nice. Because I cannot stop collecting.
Okay, that wasn't as scary as you made it.
They have a truck, and I don't have a truck. It's like, if we would have we could have done this on a motorcycle.
But then we wouldn't have Spiffy.
I mean, Spiffy is the most important part of this stream. This stream will just be named Spiffy.
Yeah.
Because, I've been working on this dumb article for far too long, but I just cannot, I keep getting distracted by other work. But the thing that reframing materiality and seemingly non-agentic and oh no, come on Spiffy, you can make it over, right?
Oh, good job, Spiffy.
Great job. One of those things that paying attention to agentic materiality, or paying attention to materiality as having agency, helps us rethink relationships between bodies and prosthetics, right? Like the idea this prosthetic leg means nothing. No, actually it is an active contributor to my body, my life, my pleasure, and so it reminds us that mind-body dualisms is nothing, and that fictions of enlightenment humanhood built on rationality and the compartmentalization of the human and the other, the man and the animal is garbage. So loving Spiffy is about combating 18th century Enlightenment ideologies of the self. That's the argument I'm going to put forward. That was a long walk. Thank you for taking that walk with me. To get to loving Spiffy is about critiquing Enlightenment thinking.
I'm on board.
That's fine.
Okay.
I'm on board with that. I have been the person who anthropomorphizes everything, and it's so funny that we have this conversation this week, because just this week, from a thing of my anthropomorphizing of some stuffed animals at home, ended up with me bringing stuffed.
Yeah.
Oh,
This is the goal, right?
Microphone. We're live.
It's
But I ended up bringing stuffed animals to work. Like, I had two, and I brought one each day because the other couldn't be left out, right? Like, it was a whole thing. Because I forgot to charge one at night. Because, okay, it's the plague nurse and plague doctor plushies that are really cute.
I have one.
Yeah, I have
plague
both
doctor,
of them.
yeah.
Yeah, I have both. I have a plague doctor and plague nurse. So I forgot to charge my plague doctor, and my husband was like, well, now he feels left out. He demands entertainment. And so, like, my husband's learned to, like, use my weirdness to, like, motivate my own days. And so Plague Doctor got to come to work the other day, and then that meant Plague Nurse had to come to work yesterday.
I love that.
So, but they were a hit, right? Like, it's so easy to, like, just say, hey, this is Plague Doctor, she's happy to meet you. Like, it seems childish, but it's inviting and comforting.
Like, I do that too.
Right?
especially in like a place that we're so sorry. I cut you off.
No, it's okay.
No, that like sharing writing is vulnerable and weird, and so like cool. Hey, doctor.
Yeah.
Here to help. You were saying.
I don't bring my stuffed animals to work, but I do have desk friends. So if you're ever in the faculty center, come say hi. I'm my desk friends. I have a rubber duck, although like I hate ducks. Like IRL.
What?
Yeah. So when I was
But they
little,
look so holdable.
but they chased me as a kid, and my mom took pictures instead of saving her child.
Oh.
So, yeah, I
feel like she was ahead of her time as far as like the
memeability of January's childhood.
It's
great.
A baby scrapbook thing too.
Oh man, I feel like you need to post that. That would become an instant meme.
Yeah.
Like, you know the one picture of the little girl running in the fields all scared? Like,
yes.
But now we've got ducks involved.
Next to me, like screaming my head off next to like the Beast at Disney World because he scared me. That
What is it? Is it like animated?
I've never been to Disneyland, but Beauty and the Beast was the first movie I saw in theaters. I remember that. Like, I remember the opening with the stained glass and just being in awe as a child, like looking up at this really big screen for the first time and just thinking this was the most beautiful thing I'd ever seen. Like, and that's when I learned that I had emotional dysregulation and I cried at beautiful things. So like, I'll just like, it's over, blubber. I can't. Weddings.
Shut it down. Yeah.
Little bits of beauty, and I'm like, I'm a mess. I'm just really inspired.
Incredible. I mean, yeah, I'm gonna ugly cry at commencement.
Again?
Yes.
Were you at the one last year?
I was at the one in the fall, the spring. No, fall commencement. Oh man, okay, back to the fighting.
I will say I appreciated for like May 21, we were in and out within an hour.
Honestly.
No speakers besides Dr. Miller.
Thanks, COVID. Man, I don't like this. We're not gonna make it out.
Oh man. Oh, you're getting outflanked there. Ooh.
Nope.
I think the most anxious I've been watching
you're
you
surrounded.
play would have been Resident Evil 7.
Gone.
Resident Evil 7, I was on my phone just, no, I can't do this.
Oh man.
I think that's the only one I missed too.
I mean, just take it. Just take the cargo.
Oh, don't take Spiffy though.
I mean, they've got numbers.
Oh, he's empty.
Because they took the cargo. Oh, is that the border too?
I don't know. I think they can cross it. Yeah.
Yeah, they crossed it.
I like the slow-mo.
I will take that back.
Yeah, the slow-mo's really cool.
Give me these medals. Ah, you know what? No, too cocky. Bye, bye.
We took down two and got a little ahead of ourselves.
I mean, the thing... Okay, alright. Let's go, Spiffy. Let's go, Spiffy.
I will say I'm a little sad now because I imagine Spiffy with the cargo, not just the empty shell.
I mean...
Now I feel like a part of the...
They've hollowed out Spiffy.
Yeah.
It's just the carcass of Spiffy following us around.
Oh my god.
I mean, that's on point for this part of the semester.
We're supposed to be making things whole again.
Right. The promise of wholeness. That thing that's totally, entirely real and absolutely possible.
Give
Are
or,
they still...
give or take a couple of
Yeah.
machines that produce things.
The 3D printers are the thing that's going to make us whole?
I think so.
Great. All right. That wasn't amazing, but I don't...
We made it.
We didn't have mission critical cargo. I'm fine with letting that go.
Spiffy's here.
Spiffy's still here. We'll pick up more ceramics. I know there's a charger somewhere. There's a charger there. We don't have the cargo to make it to that place. But...
Oh, cool.
Oh, very nice.
I have no artistic ability.
I'm pretty bad at art.
Except for poetry. Got it. Thank you.
I can write an essay.
That isn't art.
I mean...
That after helping students so continuously with papers, it really is an art, and it feels like watching them develop a new artistic skill every time they come in and they've nailed something. And I'm just like, it's hard to not be like, you're amazing, like, because it's like I've got to hold back just a little bit and like, okay, next step, now we're building, right? But it's so fun to watch. Like, the art of the essay is really how I think about it, because there are quite a few features that just get replicated, and it seems boring to think of it that way. But then it's like, okay, but you know the structure, you know the rules, now you know how to break them effectively. Like, where is the power behind breaking them? And that's like the real joy.
I mean, the real joy is spiffy.
The real joy is spiffy, right? Like, structure's cool. We understand structure, this is how we take it apart. And I think Poetry Rise, because J. Marie, we were in that class together, actually, the poetics class with Dr. Karstensen a couple semesters ago.
Pre-COVID. Pre and during,
rolling COVID into
rolling
it,
COVID,
right? Like we went to spring break and never came back.
Yeah.
Which was wild in its own thing. But yeah, so it was nice working with poetry at the time, because I was like, oh man, I think I would have bummed out without some kind of creativity. And at the same time, there was like this really weird beauty of being forced to work in form while being in confines yourself. Like, replicating that too was wild.
One of the things that Dr. Pena is working on right now is re-centering the material in our conversations about digital learning, right? That the ways, the shapes, the places that we inhabit shape our composition practices and shape our educational practices.
Oh, totally.
And that, like, oops, COVID showed us that very really.
I think that's so strange, because like there's such a weird disconnect right now, and it's because I'm older that I get to watch this, because I got to grow up on the internet, and so like our internet spaces were text-based.
Yeah.
Right? It was forums, it was chat rooms, like, I love, like, Bandhammer, and nobody gets the reference, and I'm like, okay.
Is that up in chat if you get Bandhammer?
Right? Especially if it's the golden Bandhammer, because that's a better thing, right? So, like, watching the current interaction of the internet has changed into video.
Yeah.
It's a new genre of rhetorical devices that are being used, and like trying to figure out how to translate that, because it doesn't feel the same in those spaces, because like the 90s, early 2000s internet felt like a alternate space you entered.
Right.
There was a very clear division between your reality and your online persona.
By design, right?
Right, by design. And so now, like, we have internet persona with video that you can still kind of separate, like the celebrity from the that, but it's far more parasocial now.
Yeah.
With internet culture. And sometimes I don't feel good about it. Sometimes. And then sometimes I'm like, this is cool, I get a mini drama TV series going on TikTok that has nothing to do with my life, but...
I mean, if somebody were to tell me that Abria Iyengar is not my best friend, I would riot, because in my brain, she's my best friend.
Right? Yeah. And then if you have early internet culture, like some of those people have been
Son
on
of
the
a-
internet for a long time.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
I've been following Philip DeFranco before YouTube. Like, that's wild to me.
Quick baby break.
Oh, yeah, baby break.
This is not Spiffy, but we care about him nonetheless.
I don't.
How do we rock
Straight
Spiffy?
up, I
I don't either. I don't.
Okay, I mean, maybe you have to hold the controller to feel the BB.
My partner and I discussed BB during dinner. How much like we
no.
felt like it.
Oh,
Yeah,
no.
we're like no.
Parasocial relationship with BB or parasocial relationship with Spiffy?
And so maybe we can talk about that, because I'm curious, like, as a Norman Reedus fan,
Yeah.
Dr. Wahey,
Uh-huh.
you both get to inhabit Norman Reedus' body
Yeah.
and then be removed from Norman Reedus' body to
Parent.
parent and to also, like, spectate,
Yeah.
right? Like, they have those very intimate moments of his body where you're not in control of the body then, but, like,
Yeah, I mean, you still get to control what happens to the body, which is
somewhat.
a thing. But yeah, I think if it's not Spiffy, I just feel iffy. Entire tweet. Yeah, like I think the third person, like, limited, like taking us out. If this were a first person game, the like relationship with Reedus and that body would be very different. And then, this is what I want. I just want this charger. This is why we were climbing up this hill. But those moments of first person and immersion when rocking the BB, I don't know, allows me to feel more
More or less Norman.
less. And I guess I never feel as Norman in this game. That I think the cinematic, like, the way that we are able to have a lot of aesthetic distance, shape the camera, curate the shot, put him in, like,
And it's also not quite Norman
yeah.
stereotype type casting of Norman as a character actor.
Right.
You have your work here.
There's something more sensitive here. Okay.
I'm sorry.
What are you?
That's like the customer
Guess we didn't need that. That was a fragile delivery. That's fine.
Oops.
Yeah, that's not my problem anymore. Oh, we can stop by some of these and try and drop off
And stuff.
some metal and build roads while we go back to South Knot City. Right? Is that that's where we're ultimately heading? Bring South Knot City into the chiral network.
So I appreciate that in post-apocalypse ruin that they still have better methods of constructing roads than we do now. Like, there was an investment of, okay, if all hell breaks loose, we'll be able to make roads at least.
Right.
Like,
Right. I think we need those seeds.
oh no. Can Spiffy carry them?
I don't have enough shoes.
Oh. I mean, I feel like that all the time.
That's
That's relatable.
retweet. Okay, we're gonna go back to South Knot City anyway. Take a rest, make some shoes, walk Spiffy.
Walk Spiffy.
I mean, this was taking Spiffy on a walk.
Yeah.
Oh, I guess instead of nope.
Nope.
Instead of all of this now, let's.
I like that Spiffy kind of makes noises. Like, you can hear the labor of, right, the servo
for sure.
kind of
Yeah.
working around there. That's cool.
We'll take, I think, because we're nearing the hour.
We have to make a solid something.
We will like end at the weather station. I think we can build and fabricate in the weather station. We can build and fabricate at the safe house. We'll go to our safe house.
We're going somewhere.
We're going. That's allegedly.
Yeah, good.
Yep.
To the left.
Domino's packed up. So, anything you'd like to plug coming up this week, next week?
No, I don't have anything.
I mean, I implore all the literary studies intro students to please show up to your final class next
Yes.
week with Dr. Zeman.
Absolutely. I'm very excited for that panel. I think that's, thank you all for helping English student the next generation.
I am always on tap. Like, just tag me in.
Solid. Noted. And you heard it here, folks. That's on stream. I will clip that. That's a contract.
You can find me everywhere at Blaze Starker. I'm not hard to hunt down on the internet.
Yeah.
Except for when I refuse to post for more than a year on a thing. Then I did go
We'll
and
get to it when you get to
scrub
it.
my live journal and my fanfiction.net accounts, though.
Incredible.
Those are less accessible these days for really good reasons.
Well, we have a thing coming up on Wednesday by 4
I got that email.
at 11.
I saw that too.
Yeah, that we're having a meet and greet with Dr. Lisbeth Ocasio-Rousseff, our new hire. So she's got so many empty seats in her class, and that's mostly because I think, right, like a lot of this happens via like cult of personality, but also because like students see that course title and then just see the term staff next to it, and it's like, well, no, let's introduce her. She is not just staff, she is like our new part of the faculty. She's fantastic. She works at the intersection of cultural studies and creative writing with specialties in queer of color critique, decolonial, anti-colonial theory, feminisms, and creative nonfiction. The dissertation project that she shared during her job talk is this fabulous oral history examination of Puerto Rican drag queens protesting government corruption in San Juan. And so she like takes all of these interviews and then synthesizes that, turns it into a creative nonfiction piece, and engages with like Munoz's idea of disidentifications and other sort of like queer performance studies. And it just, I'm just so excited.
Too cool. Yeah.
So she's teaching our race and ethnicity course at the 4,000 level. She's doing a creative strategies for nonfiction, and then also doing, there's one more, which is, our interdisciplinary approaches to literature. I think that's like 3345. That's wrong.
I don't do numbers.
But it's hybrid identities and the power of coloniality. So hang out. It's going to be...
Can I get a second degree?
Honestly. All right. Well, thanks so much for hanging out. We'll see you Wednesday. And maybe I'll see you all Tuesday on stream. But we got to go. The I Create Lab's closing.
Yeah.
Thanks so much.
Have a spiffy night.
Have a spiffy night. Because remember, if it's not spiffy, it just feels iffy.